are. But as you guys come in and make comments, I'll be able to see it here. And I am going to kind of get started. Let's start where we left off last time. And so I have that up on the screen. I make these a little taller for you. We can just kind of hear where we're going. What we do is we started off with some drums, just basic drums to kind of serve as a metronome, perhaps, even though I'm going to turn the metronome off. And then we had a bass line and kind of these keys, but we took the keys out so that was kind of just the writing part of it. And now we added some additional parts and then we created some dynamics. So now it's kind of building. And so let's just pick up from last time and just hear where we are. Okay, so here we go. Hi-hats are coming in, snare will come in and go. It's a great place for vocals to come in. A little additional instruments in here. Repeats. All right. Well, that sounds pretty cool. I mean, you know, there's so many millions of things that you can do with a song, and when you play around, you know, you want to do more. So one thing we were talking about, I will take something like this and maybe just stick with this main loop part, kind of play it over and over and see what kind of works. With vocals, a lot of time I'll try to sing a little bit. Kind of, if I come up with something I like, what I often do is I just kind of close the project. I go on my way, come back the next day. I've completely forgotten what works. However, I'm hoping that we can come up with something good. Also, what I did offline is I messed around a little bit and I came up with something, and then I notated it into, or I wrote it into a track. So if all else fails, we can use that. So let's see how things are going. What you want, you know I see. What you waiting for with me? That definitely switching between things here. That was good, but this is what I came up with offline. Let's see if that's any better. I know that you can hear me now. I can only know. That was a different. So that actually sounds a little bit like something I know. Frenzy. It's an instrumental, and the lead part kind of sounds like that. But let's just go ahead and go. And I felt like, you know, when we get to this other part, repeating something twice. There's so many different things you can do, of course. But repeating something twice is usually good enough. Sometimes it's good to alter the second one. I didn't do that. I'm not going to do that on this particular idea. But what I am going to do is when we hit the second part, we're gonna go up. And I kind of envision something regimented. This sounds cool as a synth part too, right? But we're looking for vocals. So let's listen to what I had put in there. No, you wanted to be mine. What you wanna be? I hear you calling overnight. What wanna be. I know you can, I know you will, I know you will, I need it all. I know you will, I know you will, I know you. No, 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 no. So what I did was, it's kind of a very regimented part. It's a lot, so I don't know how I feel about that. Let's take a look at the notes. So it's not real notes. These are sequence notes, right? Let's adjust this so we just play that part. There we go. Wrong one. I know you will, I know you can, I know you want, I need to know. I na na na, I na na na, da na 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 na. I think maybe a pause here, right, might work better. I think maybe for the fun of it, I'll take these. This is the velocity of those notes. If I take them all the way down, will we hear them? I don't know. I'm kind of hoping no, right? And they actually probably will hit. I wonder, let's just play it and see what happens. I know you can. I know. And then this is da na 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 na, which is exactly what happens on na 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 na. I don't know. Na 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 na. Notice how that da na 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 na. It's also the same at da na 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 na. And I'm hoping these are kind of pretty quiet so we can't hear them. Anyway, that might work as a vocal, but that's not enough for me. I guess it could be like a B part. But for me, I'm hearing it more as a pre-chorus. Sometimes I like to go in here. And let's see here. Let's turn this off. I probably should be using markers, but I like the arrangement feature arrangement. All it is a marker that kind of shows you what you've got. So if you look at the song structure is really important to me. So we've got like an intro. Then we've got a... It's more like an intro too. I hate to call it a hook, but that's what I'm going to call it. We really don't have a strong hook on this when it comes to, and this is like a verse, and probably the next one is a pre-chorus. They don't have pre-chorus but I'm going to call it pre-chorus with no dash, even though it probably should have one. And that's how far we've gotten. And the fun part about this is if you want to have fun, is you can mark these with colors, and your hook can be yellow, let's say, and then that's an ugly yellow. That's like a puke yellow, don't you think? And then your verse can be, blue. Hopefully that's a good blue. And I'm going to go ahead and make the pre-chorus blue too. And then we can make the chorus something different. But then now when we zoom back and we kind of see, even if we go further back like this, we go further back, we can kind of see how it's arranged there. So that's kind of how that works. Anyway, are you guys still with us is the question. Okay, so again, I'm going to bring this back. I've zoomed this up. The clap, we're not going to use that. I'm going to hide it, and just so you could guys see the tracks a little better, I think. I'm going to get rid of the color here. So this is good. Now, as you notice, I didn't really do words yet, although sometimes I come across words that I feel work better in one song or another, but I'm just not quite ready for that. Shall we listen to it again? Let's do it. From the beginning. Thanks, May. listening to it and it's not moving me quite yet. I'm feeling like maybe this should be about half. It's a long. I can see it goes. I kind of like that because I can hear. You could actually have instruments move along with that, like a strong bass, down, 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 or something. So I kind of like that. This is okay. It's definitely. Remember, Kellen provided the chords here, and I think we're like in a D minor. Let me go back and sign that. I had done this before, but we had some issues somewhere along the way. D minor. Um, I often write for myself in A minor, E minor, kind of in those two different ranges, but it just depends on how you put things together. But this, as you can tell, this might be a little lower for me. So let's see what is next. For the time being, I'm going to hide key. This is where I opened up hide and I'm closing it again. I really want to focus on just the tracks that we have. This here is a duplicate. Now, since we're not using it, we're just going to clean up a little bit, right? All right. So I kind of like where we are. Let's, any suggestions here? Because I was going to try another vocal idea. So I'm going to duplicate that and call this vocal idea 2. And that would require, I was going to probably copy the other, but for now, I probably got to stop that because it's going to get in my head and I won't be able to hear anything else. That happens too. I know you find what you want to be. I know you find what you want to be. I know it's true. Okay, so if we're going to do the I know it's true, we don't want to start at the same place. But, and, there's less. You can either move quickly with your vocals, or you can move slow. I'm having some trouble, obviously, moving quickly on that, so I'm feeling more of a slow movement, but we will see. I know you find, I know you kind, you wanna be. I kind of like that part, so might stick with that, right? What you want, you can find what you wanna be, or what you want, you can hide what you wanna be. I know it's true, I know you know, I know you know, I can enough. Because you're gonna do, I like that part that goes, no. But if we do that, it doesn't really end. We have to do it again. I think it's too much. I know you find what you wanna be. I know you say what you wanna be. I know it's true, you know it's you. I know it's what you wanna be. Something like that. I don't know. How'd that go? I've already lost it. Okay. I know you find. Okay, yeah, that is hilarious, James. Let me. Every song I write, they all start with the same lyrics. I do a lot of I know. I do a lot of like stars or tonight, or these are just words that come, and then later on I'm like, okay, this is not what it's going to be. Although sometimes I go with it, like and I know. So like Andrew and I wrote that together. However, I probably came up some. Usually there's a phrase or something that just works for a certain melody. And and I know was something that worked. Or the stars are in the sky. Click. The stars are in the sky. That's just how it works. So I do a lot of lalas, but lalas don't really don't really move me. So I look for those consonants and those vowels that are gonna work with a certain melody. But anyway, vocals are hard, and you as you can see, I'm kind of going back and forth. I mean, you can spin forever looking for right vocals. Sometimes, like everything else, I tend to overdo it. And then one of the things I like to do is sometimes just come back and just have the basic part because we'll go with like a kick and just see what's like here. Where you hold fine. Okay, so this is me on the wrong key if I want to stick there. For me. What you wanna be, I know you'll find. Okay, I'm just letting it play, and I'm trying to kind of empty my mind of these other. We're stuck at a certain place, which is okay, but I kind of want to move to something else. So let's think outside the box. Can I do that? Probably not. Probably can't think outside the box. Would you be in love? Would you be in love? I know what you wanna be. That's pretty cool. But if I'm gonna do that, we're gonna have to change the key. But you know, if I'm just messing around, I'll let you guys hear me just kind of like belt and um, yeah, belt. Hit those notes that I don't write. And I have a tendency to write notes that are just out of my range. It's just awesome, and I say that sarcastically. What's really cool is I did this on our episode, and that means that I can come back to it and refer to it. But sometimes I like it, and you know, sometimes I just get really simple. Sometimes having the regimented beat even just kills me. So if I could remember the chords we did, okay, I gotta get on the keys, all right. What you want, you know I need. What you know I can believe. I know you are the one that always leads me to the end. That was kind of cool. That actually went back more to the original thing. So for me, when I create a pattern and I start writing to that pattern, it actually feels like it really limits me because, of course, I'm kind of limited with this keyboard right here. It's only 37 keys. Sometimes I just like to go to piano and write something and then build the song around that with some cool stuff like we've been doing. But if I know those chords ahead of time, and again, I've already forgotten what I just did, but we're recording on tape, so that's really awesome. I'll be able to redo that. But whatever that was. When you unfold, okay, that's starting to sound. When you can go, no, when you can go, I know that you'll never leave me when you can I wrapped that up a second, and maybe that would have to be higher. I want it to be higher, so it means I would lower everything so that I could sing that up higher. Or because Andrew and I sing a lot together, that might be a perfect part for her to do, which is kind of why we did "And I Know." It was worked well as kind of a duet. Guys, I am going to wrap it up for today. What I'll do in our off time is I will, the first thing I'm probably going to do, I'm going to save what we've done as episode 4. And then I'm going to take some of these melodies and perhaps I will change keys. And we'll start focusing on the synth music. Yeah, I noticed that the feed went down. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate you tuning in, and we will catch up with you with the next episode. If people like this, then I might end up doing like a regular thing at a regular time, and that will obviously garner more viewers. We will talk to you guys later. Bye.